folks, welcome to multiple choice number 11. So here we have a recursive sequence. We start out with a sub 1 is 1, and when n is anything 2 or higher, right, a sub 2, a sub 3, a sub 4, we follow this formula. And it says find the first 5 terms, so the first term itself is 1, and you can see in each of these options, the first term is 1, so I can't eliminate anything. And actually, if I even look at the options in A through D, the second term is definitely 4. So in a moment, I'll go find a sub 2, but that's not going to narrow down any of my options. But as soon as I get to the third term, I might have a way of eliminating one of these because I see 9/16, 9/4, 9/4, and another 9/4. So let's see what we got. If I want to find a sub 2, it's a fraction. It looks like now 2 is in the subscript position, right? A sub 2. So this is going to be 2 squared over a sub 2 minus 1. So I have 2 squared over a sub 2 minus 1. Now 2 minus 1 is 1, right? So this denominator turns into a sub 1. 2 squared is 4. Well, we knew a sub 1 was 1. So 4 over 1 is 4. And we knew we were going to get 4 because none of these options said anything other than 4. But let's use this formula again and now put a 3, right? Because now I'll put a sub 3, so I'll have a 3 squared, and I'll have a sub 3 minus 1, right? So a sub 3 is going to be equal to 3 squared over a sub 3 minus 1. Now 3 minus 1 is 2, so I'm going to have 3 squared. I'm going to write 9 here. A sub 3 minus 1 is 2, so a sub 2, right? So I have the number 9 over a sub 2. It's always this n squared over the previous term. Well, in this case, the previous term was 4, so this is going to be 9 over 4. So at this point, I can rule out A. A's got 9/16. These each have 9/4, so my options right now are B, C, or D. And I can actually tell that when I look at the fourth term, I'm going to be able to figure out if it's B, C, or D, because these are all 3 different numbers. I won't actually have to find the 5th term. I mean, I could, but I won't need it. So let's try a sub 4. Okay, so if my subscript is 4, 4 squared, 4 minus 1, right? Or really this will essentially turn into a sub 3. But I'll go ahead and write it out. So 4 squared over a sub 4 minus 1, which is 16 over a sub 3. All right, a sub 3 was 9/4, so I have 16 over 9/4. When you divide by 9/4, that's like multiplying by 4/9. So this is 16 times 4/9. 16 times 4, and let me make sure I'm not writing off the page. Yeah, 16 times 4 is 64 over 9. So which one does that get us to? It's right here. So I can see 64 over 9 is option C. And so that's what I'm going to roll with. And I could bet that if I plugged in for a sub 5, I'd get 25 over 64 over 9, and I would ultimately get 225 over 64. But I just don't need to calculate a sub 5 because I was able to find my multiple choice answer. All right, thanks so much. Bye.